There we are. Over the river and through the woods to the dragon's nest we go. Oh.
Honey, I'm screaming.
Okay. Get the microphone closer to my face. As I finally looked back at all the different streams, and I'm quiet. Excuse me. One day I'll be 5.
Whip smash.
I don't remember the merman's always giving you a spear, like always, consistently. But I mean, I'm not gonna just be like, no, I don't want free money. Alright. I remember the fish. Boo. Oh goodness, is there anything I don't need? I rarely use these. Yes. Wait, why do I get the feeling this is just another one? Oh my god, you know, I had a feeling. I need to listen to my instincts. Alright, I want to get to move down, please, and you want to get the other one. Get off the boat. Oops. Okay.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
If you hear any weird sounds, it might be the wind outside, because it's bad. It is bad outside. It is bad, it is windy, it is cold. Oh! Brian, can you hear me right now? Okay, never mind. Well, not right now. tell you guys, my invisible audience. So we're having like a very bad like polar freeze thing happening in the U.S. right now, and you know I live in the U.S. and I live fairly far north, so we're getting pretty slammed. And I thought to myself, we live in an apartment. We have basically a couple of. We live on the second floor, and there are 2 staircases, one in the front and one in the back. The back one goes down into the basement, and there's a window. I think I need to move down. And there's a window in that staircase, and I had a funny feeling for a while now. I'm like, I think that window is open. So, you know, now that it's gonna be like 1 degree outside, I was like, I should poke that. I should see if that window is open. So open the door to the back, to the back, and I was like, oh, yeah, that window is totally open. Because I kept thinking to myself, like, why is there such a draft in our kitchen? What is going on? And yeah, no, I opened the door and like, oh, yep, no, that is a big old wide open window. Move to the left. Am I going off screen? Oh, I am. Where does this go? More things. So that's one draft taken care of. There's another draft, but it's in here, and I can't fix it. It's because the window in here is kind of borked. The alligators, oh my gosh, I forgot they look like this. Crocodile, excuse me. So pretty. I keep telling myself I'm gonna fix the layout and stuff, so there isn't as much of a wonky border, but I'm like, I don't think it's happening. Oh yeah, I forgot this how they attack you. They just jump and add.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Oh, come on.
Oh well, when I when I'm out here, I gotta go into the settings. I gotta turn off the animations. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Yay! What do I... No, I don't need it. Yes. Alright. Settings. Configuration. Morph. Short. There we go. Alright. Gimme. Ooh, a stun guard. What can I get rid of? Ooh, wait, I know. Here we go. Magic Stone of Signet. What the hey is that? Is that just... yeah, no. Oh. No play.
Yes. Go.
Whip smack.
No.
Whip smack.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
You want to know what's wild is like playing this and then going to Genshin Impact and just how different everything is now. Like back then there was no DLC, there was no gacha, there was nothing. It was just like you buy the game, after the game, that's it. Go home. There are no updates, that's it. Get out of here. Move up. Move up. And yeah, move to the right. One hop this time. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Press. Oops. Eek. What's wrong, Shauna? I'm fine. My foot was stuck in the mud. That's all. See? Oh no. Oh, did you twist your ankle? It's nothing. I'm fine. You can't stand up, can you? Come on. I'll give you a piggyback ride. But it's embarrassing. What are you talking about? I used to give you piggyback rides when you were little, remember? Also, you can't walk, so... Uh-huh, thanks. Yeah, just take it, it's fine. I'm such trouble, aren't I? I don't think so. I guess I should have stayed in Hoax. Are you serious? No, it's not so. I guess I had a bit of a weak moment. You know what? I have more confidence now. I can fight to help everybody. I'm gonna drag others, but I still cannot fight like Rose. Well, I mean, I think Rose is older than you and has way more experience and two different physiques and, you know, growing up in different places, all that jazz. There's a lot of different reasons for why the two women would have different things. Shauna, you have something only you can do, right? You don't need to pretend to be strong. Also, remember that thing that happened to Kate? Pretty sure that Rose can't do that. Besides, you can rely on me more, like in the old days. Nope, don't wanna. Darn it, Shauna, alright? I'm okay. I'm okay now. The pain is gone! Yay! Let's go, everybody. And this is an important lesson to take help when you're not feeling well. Because it's better to take the help and rest and get better quicker than to push yourself. I need that reminder quite often. Okay, now into the volcano. Now, why somebody would decide that walking through a volcano is a good idea, I don't know. What's that? Split. Is that an eruption of the volcano? Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, if the volcano had erupted on top of the dragon thing, forget it. No, it's not. I kind of always imagine this is what the plane of fire looks like in D&D. That is Firebird. It's a phoenix. It's bad timing showing up now. We still have to deal with the dragon. Can we just let it go? It's up to him. Ah, you saw us! Run! We're gonna get cooked. I always had no clue what she was doing with her arms. Either it's the angle or she is doing a chicken dance. I don't know. Oh, it seems we lost him. Good, let's move on. Ooh, yeah, Dark's gotta heal because he gained a level, so now he's good. No. Oops. And also, now I'm gonna have to remember, like, what buttons do what, because I was playing Genshin last night, and in that game, it's, you know, can I go? Boo. You know, what's the word? Like, basically, the yes command, or, like, the confirmation command is you use the circle button, and the exit, you know, the no command is the X button, and usually it's the way around. Oh yeah, that's right. There's a chance that you get stunned from these creatures. I think it's to imply that because their heads are so hard. I don't use that. But again, I'm trying to be nice to myself and just being like, hey, I did have a migraine for the last couple hours, and my medicine finally kicked in. So I'm feeling better, but I'm still kind of like, I'm still kind of wobbly. Which is why I figured I would just do this and hang out and chill, and I'm not gonna stream this weekend because it's gonna be Crimbus, so I was originally gonna maybe like just stream like a whole bunch of Pokemon Terra raids, because I need to grind for candy. But then I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this instead. Why? Alright, anything in here that I can get rid of? Blocks enemies move for 3 turns. Oh, I don't need that. I do need these, though, so I will gladly take another one of those. Oh, which way am I supposed to go? I can't remember. I think it's this way. Okay, well there's the save point. What about the other way? over here? What's over here? Oh, this is just here. Grapes? Why are there grapes in a volcano? What the heck? Those are very clearly grapes. Why are there grapes in a volcano? I mean, they're right over the lava too. Like that can't. What? What? I don't understand.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
I'm doing volcanoes in a volcano. Ooh, a spirit cloak. I'm getting so many nice items. What is with the freaking grapes, though? What do they do? Also, yes, there is someone in the distance. You don't know who that is yet. But I thought it was hilarious when I first saw that the first time. I was like, why is there another person here in the volcano? Who is that? Why are they in here? And, I thought for sure it was one of the bad guys that we had seen before. I was like, oh no, what's he doing in the volcano? Is he here to stir up trouble? Is it bad? Okay, here we go. You know, it's a good thing this is a fantasy world. There's no way on Earth anybody would be able to do this in any normal circumstance whatsoever. You would be melted. Sean, you also definitely want to kneel down on blazing hot freaking lava rocks when you're bare freaking legs, lady. What is this feeling? It's calling me? We're trying to contact you about your extended warranty on your car. Shauna, where are you going? I have to answer the spam calls! No, you don't. Come back. It's the thing. Yay, here we go! Plot! Yay! You were being called by this? Creepy-ass statue? I don't know, but when I came here, I didn't hear the voice anymore. Oh, honey. Is that alive? Oh. Yeah, this is your first clue to just being like, something is up with Shauna. And it doesn't get better, and it's terrible. Looks like a stone statue. Oh, don't go near it! I feel something's wrong. Listen to Shauna. This Virage is still alive. Barrage? By the way, I have no idea if I'm saying that right. That's just how I've always said it. Like Mirage. No. You don't know about it? Okay, I'll explain it to you. You know about the Dragoon campaign, right? The Winglies were outnumbered, so they used this creature called Virage as their trump card in the war. Just as humans used dragons, Winglies used Virage. The Dragoon campaign was over 11,000 years ago. How can this still be alive? Ooh. That's how. You would say it's due to a hatred of humans, or a vendetta against us Dragoons. They just hang on. We gotta settle this. Or, let's run! Yeah, I know, why can't we just run? Like, I did appreciate that in this game. There are lots of times where the characters are like, or we can just leave. Or we could just be sane about this and leave. Okay, I actually think I'm going to scoot this over a little bit. There we go. We are going to... get rid of that arm, because it is trouble.
Yes. Go.
Oops. Come on. There we go. No. We just attack the head. That's it. Don't bother with the body. Don't bother with anything else. Get rid of the arm when it happens. This will not be the last time we see one of these creatures.
Go.
They're supposed to have, like, legs and other stuff happening. They're really annoying. Never mind, I probably should have saved some spells for this guy, but meh. But if you get rid of the arm, yeah, that if you get rid of the arm, it basically loses like half of its attacks.
Whip smack.
Yes.
I keep missing. This is not the time for those. Also, I think this is like one of the more harder bosses that you've encountered. In the early game. By the way, early game. That should tell you how long this first chunk is gonna be. Because this is still the early game. We haven't even gotten to the dragon. I got plenty of HP. I will just do this. Excuse me? Oh! Oops! I was too busy burping. Oh, the arm! I forgot. I've been concentrating so much on the head. Uh-oh. And here come a bunch of static dishes. Oh no. Uh-huh. That's why these things are a pain in the butt. Oh no, why are you having a million turns? I hate this. Stay. No. Oh, okay. One of you please hit Lavitz. Okay, that works too. Cool. Oh, Rose is gonna die. Yep, there she goes. Dang it. Okay, you. Stop. Cut it out. Okay. And then, gonna resurrect Rose. Oh. Okay, hang on. Need freaking... Alright, neat. Oh my lord. And this is what makes this fight such a pain in the ass. It's like 50 turns. Dart has fear right now. Lavitz is dispirited, meaning he's not gonna want to do. Oh, that's why it's such a mess. Heck. So since Lavitz is being there we go, that's better.
Whip smack.
Yes.
Yeah, for fear, unfortunately, like, your damage gets halved. But I think so long as a few of us have a condition, it's not gonna do that wiggle head thing. So I'm like, I'm good. Oh, never mind, I'm a liar. Oh, for good grief. Oh, and then in this game, you can have two conditions at once, by the way. You can be afraid and confused at the same time. I think your spirit you don't. Oh, you do damage. Okay. Hey. I did it. Only one death. That's good. When I was younger, everyone used to die. Barrages are no joke. They are a difficult boss. And it's like, whoa. It's dangerous here. Let's go back. Come on. Sean? You alright? Rose is just like, you motherfucker. Oh, in my research about how this game got made and stuff, I found out Rose was originally supposed to have bright green hair. And then they were like, no, we would like this to be kind of like a fantasy story based in kind of like a more realistic thing. Yay, Shauna! So her green hair got axed because they were like, no, we can't, no, give her a natural hair color, please. Which is why, basically all the people who have magic have got weird hair colors. Because it's supposed to sort of, like, single them out and be like, look, you're different. They got the magics. Hey! Is anybody there? What? Did you hear something? Hey! Help! Look, over there! It's a man with a circus tent for a hat. It's a man! Help me! My foot slipped and I fell! We got you. Oh, poor fella. Phew, thanks, really, I didn't think I would make it. It was really good. Yeah, thanks. I can't thank you enough. But please, at least take this. Oh, Joe, we can't accept such an expensive item. I can. Yes, you have to. You folks saved my life. I'll feel bad if you folks don't take it. Take it. Once decided, it's hard to take it back. It's a man thing. This game was made in the year 2000. Well, thank you. Acquired sapphire pin. Yay, that actually comes in handy. I'm Debas of Lohan. I was told I could find a burning gem around here, so I came. And look what happened to me. By the way, I'm an antique dealer. If you happen to be in Lohan, why don't you drop by? Later. He's funny. You scratch your head after you absorbed all your party members. Okay, Lavitz, let's fix you up, bud. Okay, use. Okay. Here we go. Right, arm blocking. That's the one where you can't use you can't fight. Alrighty. Ugh. Hang on. There we go. Oh, whoops. Okay, armed. We want to give that sapphire pin to Rose. Ooh. I don't want to give her that. Those are handy. Yeah. Alright. Because if you're like, wow, this sure is an interesting top-down view, when was going to happen? You are correct. Something was going to happen. Firebird! Phoenix! Why can't they just call it Phoenix? I don't think that's copyrighted. Shauna, can we go to the exit? Nope, it's in flames. I guess we gotta fight. Alrighty. That's why we went back to Bale for these. This guy right here. Oh, also, turning into a Dragoon also clears status ailments. Oh, I'm starting to feel so much better now. Ouch! I should have some water. There was a part of me that was just like, I don't have to stream, I can just lay down and quiet for a little bit, but I don't know, I'm in such a roll, I didn't want to... I didn't want to, like... I was like, no, I'm gonna take the weekend off. It's fine. I want to stream again. I want to do more of what we're doing because I'm uploading this to my YouTube, so I want to get as much done as I can. And also, I want to stream and record as much of this as I can before we move. And I got like a month, so I hope people hope my friends are enjoying this because oh boy, this is what you're gonna get for a while. granted, I do want to
Whip smack.
get to a certain point in Genshin because I have my friend Doc plays the game, and I think he wants to run around with me and like show me how to do things and stuff. He seemed kind of excited last night helping me out while I was struggling. Oh man, I need to make that the new highlight for the channel because it was just so funny. Loud but funny. I was panicking really hard. Cause so I like playing things with a controller. I am not good on a keyboard. I did not grow up using a keyboard. I grew up using a controller, so I'm more comfortable using controllers for all of my games. So when I was like, okay, I have my PS4 controller, let me, use this. Oh man, you got your stupid little thingies. So I wanted to use my PS4 controller to play Genshin. Oops.
Yes.
And so I booted up the game, I figured out the settings, and I was able to fix everything to get it the way I like. And then I shut it down in order to get my streaming stuff up and running. And then I opened it again once we were streaming, and all the changes I made were gone. So that means everything was back on the keyboard, and I was just like, okay, and I don't know, it was just giving me a really, really hard time. I didn't want to use that on him. It was just giving me a really, really difficult time. My cursor disappeared, so that wasn't helping me either, so it was just... It wasn't good, my guys. So I was panicking really hard because I couldn't find the basic menu to change my settings, and my cursor had disappeared because I was so busy pressing buttons that I hit something that just, you know, hid my cursor. So there I am, just freaking out on stream, begging someone to be like, how do I open the menu? Help me, help me, help me, help me. Oh, that was lame. And so finally some kind person was like, hit escape, and I was like, really? That's it? And I had been avoiding hitting the escape button because I was afraid I was gonna exit out of everything, and then where would I be? But no. Ooh. I was right, you can buy items from him. Oh, brother! You folks are still here. My, folks look pretty tired. Wanna buy something? I probably already told you, but I'm a trader. We will buy something. Yes, please. Sell. Spear. Buy. You have... Oh, that's right. You got the stuff I need. You're awesome. Okay. Alright, we have 3 of these. 2 of those. We got plenty of these. I could cheese it. I could cheese the next big fight I'm supposed to do by buying a bunch of pellets. There we go. I'm gonna go back to Lohan soon. If you want to buy something, now's your chance. Okay, thank you, Debos. I will see you later, because we were going to meet. There's a reason why he has a name. Like most NPCs in most games, if they have a name, you're going to see him again. He will be important later. Maybe. I just realized I can have ice cream later. Because I have ice cream in the freezer.
Whip smack.
Harpoon!
Haha. Here we are. Okay. Here we are. Guys, don't you feel something? This forest is contaminated by the dragon's poison. That's no good. Lots of mushrooms. I see. That's why the Sandoras don't have a defense in this forest. A normal person can't be exposed to this poison for a long time. It's a natural defense. Oh my! What's wrong? I felt a bit dizzy, that's all. I guess it's hard for a woman. Oh, I'm a woman too. You're special. Thanks. Special, huh? Fine. I don't capitalize on a woman's frailty anyway. I'm gonna be sick. I don't mean to do. Oh no. I'm okay. See? Rose is fine too. I'll be right back. I gotta go toss my cookies. But I'm sorry. I need to go rest a little bit. Shauna! Oh my, get back here. Yeah, Rose is just like, I'm gonna stay here. You'll have fun chasing her. Are you alright? Uh-huh. Don't worry, I don't feel sick anymore. Oh, so she probably did have to go throw up, actually. Besides, I think I can use the air in this place. Then, can you go with us? Sure. If I fell down here, there would be no meaning to me coming with you. That's an awkward sentence. Indeed, we see the war is in our hands because the Kaisers cannot make a move. Shauna, please don't leave us like that. We don't know what awaits us. Okay, you know what? That's actually quite fair. You never run from the party. Sorry. Now, let's move on. Okay. They're playing brother and sister. Yep, they're always like that. Get used to it. Gross. You heard me?
Yes, I did.
I mean, it's Rose. She's definitely like, ugh.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Just kiss already.
Yeah,
Get over it. Get over yourselves and over this. Actually, I am going to swap that for this. Whoops. Oh my gosh, I forgot about these birds. They're so goofy looking. What are they called again? They're just called a run fast. Oh no. I forgot. I guess, I don't know. I wonder why they just couldn't call them roadrunners, but they have horns and just massive mouths. I think they're supposed to look like, those spoonbill? No, bobeak? I don't know. It's those big old birdies with the Lotwings are based on. But like, a lot of Japanese people are like obsessed with them because they look like dinosaurs. But yeah, that's immediately I'm like, oh, I get it now. Oh, they also have teeth. I have to look them up later because I'm just like, wait, what are they called? I don't remember. But they have magic, so I'm gonna get rid of them. Oh no! Oh yeah, and those guys have barriers. Boo. Okay.
Whip smack.
What are they called? Don't bother me. And I don't think I can hit him. So he hits that. There we go. Oh, good grief. I forgot that you can do that. Haha.
Whip smack.
I always found Rose's like victory pose kind of interesting. It looks like she's like talking into a walkie-talkie that's hidden in her wrist or something. Okay, now we can go over here. Because that chest down there, if I remember correctly, has armor that we can't get yet, so it's good. If I remember correctly, you slap that on Dart and you're good to go. I think it's chainmail. They're annoying but pretty. I like the fact that they're pink.
Whip smack.
And that they have a tiny face on their little hibiscus thing. It's a good thing I actually changed a bit of the view for the game right now that I think about it, because we're gonna a majority of this stream is probably gonna be fighting. Because we had the Phoenix, we had the Barrage. We're gonna be fighting Dragon soon since we're in the nest. We're here to get rid of it. So, spoilers not spoiling, I guess, maybe?
Astral drain.
Does she get healed too? I think she does. She should. Okay, good. She did get healed. Oh, that did 230 damage. That's Oh my gosh, I remembered! Yeah, it is chainmail! Y'all... Man, no wonder I couldn't do anything in freaking school. My head was just full of this. You were? Yeah, that's probably what my problem was. Periodic table elements? No way. It was all...
Sounds like it's for nerds.
Nope, it said my brain was full of Pokemon and this game. Hi, Loki. Oh, and Naruto. Probably busy memorizing characters.
Volcano!
I was too busy watching Naruto and reading fanfic and playing video games to do school.
Harpoon! Yes! Go! Volcano!
Loki, what are you doing? Oh, I'm stopping over. I wish I could set up a kitty cat cam. Well, I mean, I asked once on Twitter and everyone was like, yes! Cat cam, please. But he doesn't, no, he doesn't. The only... He's not. He used to be. When he used to hang out in his carrier, and now he doesn't really do that anymore. I don't think he's comfortable in there. I don't think he can spread out as much. And also, he likes our bed more.
Yeah.
He likes snuggling with all of our blankies. Woohoo! I forgot how crazy this place looks. Oh, good, you've come around. Yeah, I think I'm fine. I forgot how much she goes through. Shauna gets put through the freaking ringer. We're in the nest of the dragon. Yes, we are, Rose. Good observation. Well, at least we don't need to look for Fairbright anymore. Great observation skills, Dart. What confidence you have? Is it because you're a Dragoon? I guess. Guys, look at this. There is still pure water left in this forest. Yay. At least the entire forest isn't spoiled. Let's go. If we defeat the monster of the forest, we'll be saved. Okay, also... It's a healing pool. Alright. Up we go. Alright. And then we go to this way. But yeah, I do appreciate how much Sony really made an effort to make the aspects of magic when it kind of like collides with the natural world, how like otherworldly and alien it becomes. Like it's basically very obvious a lot of the time when a dragon comes into contact with either like people or nature and sets up a nest and all these things, the stuff around it becomes really weird. Which I kind of appreciate. Like you can just tell like, oh, the magic, there are obviously dragons here because there's weird stuff here. Which, you know, of course, I can't ignore the fact that, like, Dungeons and Dragons is the same exact thing with their dragons. Like, I mean, when a dragon sets up camp, basically, when it sets up its little lair in a place in Dungeons and Dragons, there's actually like a radius that it affects. Like, I believe like a 50-mile radius or something that like the nature gets like affected. Like, I know with a red dragon, what are you doing to me? Red dragons really love to set up shop in volcanoes and in mountains and things like that. And so a lot of the stuff around them for like 50 miles or so will suddenly, like, you know, become very active in terms of lava and tectonic shifting and all that stuff because the drag is having an effect on the nature. Nope. Yes. Oops. Yes. Okay. And all that stuff. And I think, like, green dragons will, like, suddenly, like, all the forest and stuff will just go nuts. Like this, actually. Like, a lot of the forest will suddenly become very poisonous and not great for creatures. What's going on here? Touch. Oh, I got it. When it's touched, it reacts with that. Boo! Haha. Hello? Yeah. And once in a while you can hear the dragon, like, in the background. I missed that the first time I ever played this game. I was so intent on getting through it, and I got lost, and I didn't know what was going on. I think it was my second playthrough when I had a TV that had the ability for you to plug headphones into it, and so I plugged the headphones in, and I was able to hear the music really, really well, and that's when I was like, oh my god, you can hear the dragon. I think I grabbed my dad, and I was like, Dad, listen. He was like, oh, hey, that's interesting. He has terrible hearing. He always has. It's kind of what happens when you have a couple grenades go off near you, and, you know, you go to rock concerts. My dad has been near too many explosions. Therefore, he can't hear squat anymore. Boo! I'm not going to be discarding anything because I actually need all the stuff that I have right now, so. Okay. Now through here. Okay. Here. And here. And up here. Whee! Oops. Cool, now we can just go straight to the dragon. After this random encounter.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
No, don't smite me. How dare you?
Whip smack.
Ooh, Rose is gonna level up soon. Haha! We have all the amulets now. So, you know, I don't think there's anything I need in that other chest, actually. I think it's just another item. So we're gonna leave that. We are just going to now go up. Here we are. Okay, get a save. Okay, and gonna, you know, I think I'm gonna go ahead and just use, no, you know what, we're fine. Haha, see, I knew if I went ahead and healed up, we were just gonna get a random. We were just gonna get hit with a random counter anyway.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Whip smack.
Harpoon. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're still fine. Okay, I took my glasses off, so I'm not gonna put them back on. So they're gonna read. Here we go. Who is this? Is that you, Lavitz? It's so ironic to find you venturing here. You are Graham. Do you know him? I will never forget him. He used to be the head of the second knight of Basil. Graham. The man who used to be my father's best man. Welcome, Lavitz. You have become a knight, fulfilling the wishes of your late father, Servi. Don't you ever mention my father's name. Are you still carrying that grudge after more than a dozen years from my betrayal of your father? I mean, that's not all. You betrayed King Albert. You betrayed every single person I know. Is it the wrath of a patriotic knight, or a man full of vengeance? Both! Screw you! Graham, I now get to avenge my father, who trusted you and died in vain. Get revenge, huh? Try. See if you can truly best me in my newly obtained power. Uh-oh. You got a thing. Emerge the power of the dragon. Poof. You're a Dragoon? This shouldn't be a surprise. Only the Dragoons can manipulate dragons. Behind the dragon, there should be... Yep, there he is in all his ugly bug glory. This is the power I obtained! Ha ha ha! Obtaining that power is not an easy matter. Where did you get that Dragoon spirit? I'm amazed there's someone in Basil who knows about this. Fine, you two will know before you die.
He's present.
His Majesty Dole got all of his power and intelligence from Emperor Diaz. Is this some kind of dream? Emperor Diaz died 11,000 years ago with the name of the Holy Imperial Gloriano. If this is a dream, how can you explain what you were about to see? Come, I give you a chance to avenge your father if you have the courage to fight against legendary Dragoon. Yeah, I guess there's one thing this game does right. The people that you have to fight are usually serious assholes. So you're just like, nah, I want to slap you. Get over here. Alright. Time to give Graham a taste of his own medicine.
Yes! Go! Volcano!
Yeah, see, giving Dart the chainmail actually gives me quite a lovely advantage. I should have done something to him. Yeah, hi, you've got one Dragoon, I got two. You gonna fall over now? Doesn't look like it. Come on. Come on. There we go. Ugh. Alright, now to deal... Okay, then now to deal with this guy.
Harpoon!
Whip smack.
It was adorable. He immediately was just like, okay, I'm ready. Loki's ready for his dinner.
Die.
Ow, nuts, now you're poisoned. Okay, hang on, now we're gonna fix things. Dart's been unconscious for like a while. Can you please hit the man in the middle?
Yes! Go! Volcano! Harpoon! Yes! Go! Volcano!
Stop poisoning me! Yay, we did it! I got him! No more dragon! No more big old praying mantis dragon. Good job, Lavitz. Yay! Everybody levels up! Woohoo! We're on level 10, except for Shona, because I'm not using... You have Serbi's strength. My efforts were to no avail. I even used betrayal to obtain this power. I still don't understand. Why did you betray my father? You weren't like this. Nobody could be stronger than your father. That was the only thing I could never conquer. I had admiration for him as a mate and as a friend. But time goes by and it turned into this feeling. This fear from realizing the limits of your ability. This fear that goes nowhere. The only thing you can do is curse yourself for weakness. But you couldn't overcome your fear by defecting to Dole. You needed to overcome my father. There was an alternative. If only I could obtain a new power I could be equal to or surpass him. That was the Dragoon spirit I got from His Majesty Dole. Also these bananas. Lavitz, live strong. Here, take this rubber band bracelet. It's got a thing on it. Now I can go to be with Servi. He's lucky to be dead now. Greed for power eventually conquers you. Unleashed power generates only sorrow. He should have known that. He was lucky to die now and avoid even more sorrow. What's this? Oop. They're the Power Rangers. Such a coincidence. It can't be. Or is this fate? Lavitz, maybe you two are... Dart is right. The Dragoon Spirit of the Jade Dragon recognized you as the next master. I'm a Dragoon? I deserve to rule dragons? Not only do you deserve, but you have an obligation to accept your fate as a Dragoon. don't you? Sure. It's what Graham left for me. I understand. I accept it. The fate of a Dragoon. I will use this power for justice. Like Dart and Rose. Yeah. Used for justice? Huh. Acquired! Dragoon Spirit of Jade? Jeez. Of the Jeezum Dragon. Good for you, Lavitz. And now I fall over dead. Shauna? I can't breathe. Too much poison? We can't make it over Volute carrying Shauna. Then we have to go to Lohan. Lohan? That commercial town? One full of condos? Yes, that's it. I heard there's a great doctor there. Okay, hurry. Alrighty. All the volcano went through the forest to Lohan we go. To stop Shauna from dying from poison, hopefully. Okay. Bless you?
Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yes, I just lots of sneezing.
Okay. Sounded painful.
It was a little bit.
And here we are. Oh, what a crowd. We're in the middle of a war. It's true. If I were fine, it would be fun. You'll get well soon. Hon, you need to get your priorities friggin' figured out. Senator! I couldn't believe it was dragon's poison until I saw it with my own eyes. I've never seen such symptoms. There's nothing wrong with the body, at least that's how it seems, but her consciousness has closed inward after she arrived here. Oh, she's in a coma. It seems the mind was poisoned, not the body. I don't think the clinic can help her. I'm sorry, but in this condition it could be a week if she is lucky. Yikes. Can't you do something? Nah, man, she dead. I'll do everything I can. What's such a cute girl doing with a legendary monster? She fought against it to save the country. Think hard. Is there anything you can do? Hold on. Hi. Oh, are you hanging out in here with us because the wind's scary? Do you want a blankie? I'll get you a blankie. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, Loki has a blankie now, and I have ice cream. If we can get some Dragoni plant, she may survive. Really? I read it in a secret heirloom book. The problem is, as with dragons, Dragoni plant exists only in legend. I cannot say for sure if it exists. Even so, we can't wait like this, doing nothing. Let's go look for Dragoni plant on our own. We at least might be able to find something in this town. Lohan is a commercial town where everybody is welcome. There should be some information in here. Although it is temporary, I will try to stanch the poisoning. I am not called the best doctor. Excuse me? I'm sturdy for nothing. I will rise to the occasion. Thank you. Yeah, Rose rarely runs. When you see Rose running, you mean it's bad. I keep tapping, Dart. I'm busy. Oh. Okay. Looks like the dog I used to have. Okay. Now, if I can remember correctly, I think I'm supposed to go this way. Ah, I was right! Yay! Welcome! Hey! The boss! Oh, it's the goofy merchant from the other day. Oh, I'm glad you folks are here. Thanks for food. Really, now I can run my business. So, what do you want? You can find anything in the boss's antiques. Do you carry herbs too? You got it! I have everything from extremely rare medicine to secret magical medicine! Have you heard of the Dragoni plant? I heard it is a very rare herb. Oh, the Dragoni plant! You have it? No. The boss! Oh no, don't get mad, I was just kidding! But let me think harder. I remember hearing about it somewhere. Hold on a sec. Well, in this secret notebook. Yes, it's in here. It says, north of the poisoned forest, past the troublesome plant, observe Dragoni plant in the back of the shrine. It reminds me, I saw a strange plant in the back of the forest when Sean took a rest. Oh, the one that became a monster because of the dragon's poison. But you can't get past it unless you purify it with something. Ooh, how about the spring water in the ground? That might help the plant. That's it! Thanks to boss. Hey, what about shopping? That's it? See you later. Okay. Okay, this is an inn. Don't need that. I need, this stuff. Sell. Oop, nope. Gotta sell the pellets I didn't use.
Aw.
Instead, buy these. Okay. And a couple spinning gales, might as well. Okay. We go upstairs. The armory dude. Okay, this is a very fun, fun design to town. Hello, sir. Okay. Oh, he's already got one of those. Okay, you need a cape. Okay, never mind. I guess I don't. Oh, so. Okay. Okay, now for the most hilarious interaction. Hey you! Hey classy brother, I have something you'll like. That reminds me, we need something to carry the spring water. Let's have a look. That's my man, you have a sharp eye. I guarantee they are good buys. I want a bottle to put water in. Do you have one? Sure. This one's durable and the best quality you can get. How much? Surprise! It's a super bargain. It's about... I can't read that. It's too much. Let's look somewhere else. Hey! Hey, wait a minute. I was just kidding. Don't take me so seriously. How much is the real price then? Yeah, it's about 3,000 gold. Why don't you buy it? Now here's the thing. You can just buy it from him. But you can also get it for free. It's too expensive. Well, I'll give you a discount. I still don't have that much. Still too much. I'll go down to 1,000. I'm not giving you any of my money. Can't you do better than that? By the way, don't do this at a real market. You might get your head caved in. 500 gold. Once more. Ah, darn, I'm giving it away! How about 100? I can't win. I can't win! Take it! It's free! Well, if you insist, I'll take it. Thanks! The poor man just runs. Get these crazy people away from me! I don't know if I meant to do that. Aha! I knew it. There we go. Okay. And then you go down here, you get the water. Let's hope for the best with this water. According to the boss, we have to get rid of that plant in order to get to the shrine with Dragoon plants. Okay, and then up we go. And then we get stuck. Whoops.
Whip smack.
Harpoon! Yes! Go! Volcano!
Whip smack.
Harpoon! Yes! Go! Volcano!
Here we go. Once I am out of here and out of the forest, and I'm on the world map, I'm going to take a second and go put my ice cream back in the freezer. Okay, and alrighty then. And splash the water on the plant. The plant is wilting. We can go now. Yes, you can. Let's go. Okay. We'll be right back. Okay, back. And to the shrine. Now, we're not going to bother with any of the chests here. Because there's nothing in them. That is... What's up? Points. A sculpture of a dragon? It's a carving. Dragon. I hope nothing bad will happen. Take out your Dragoon spirits. Okay. Oh, they're resonating together. It means there's a Dragoon in there? Go see it with your own eyes. I believe she means, well, why don't you go look for yourself? Let's move on. Hi, Rose. But yeah, so I believe these all say, don't mess with Sir Drake, get out. Yeah, these are all warnings telling you to beat it. I'm busy, get out. Welcome after coming all the way here. Good boy. Now get out. Yeah, basically all the signs are telling you to just get lost. I always thought these gargoyles were like really interesting because they got like a bunch of legs. And like, I don't know, how they jump is just so, I don't know, synchronized? Yeah, they kind of jump like they're pouncing on something, but like in place. Which I find interesting. Or visually interesting.
Whip smack.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Okay, and I think I can go out here. That one is like that. Statue facing front. Okay. This way? Like this, I don't remember very clearly.
Die.
Ooh, lemons. Whee! Oops. Did that do anything? Okay, I guess it's something.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Okay. Then we go up here. There should be a thing. Ah, yeah, here we go. This should be fun. Bye-bye! Three. Five. Two. What was that? I believe you've been taken for a ride. Okay, so 3, 3, 5, 2.
Whip smack.
Yes. Go. Volcano. Yes. Go. Volcano.
What is this? There are 3 rotary plates, all with numbers from 1 to 5. Okay. It seems like a kind of apparatus with a numerical lock. You try, Dart. Okay. The first number is 3. The second number is 5. The last number is 2. I did it! Yes, you did. Good boy. This is a really interesting shrine. Front. There we go. Whoops! Okay. I don't remember this at all. Let's try that. Hey, there we go. I did love all the water effect in this area. It's still one of my favorite effects. Like, I really wish that the Shrine of Shirley, like, you got to do more things in it. But there's nothing really to do, unfortunately. Like, there's no encouragement to explore a lot. Especially if you've already played this segment, because you already know all the tricks and that all the chests are empty and, you know, all the signs or something. So, it's a really gorgeous area. Alright, here we go. I just wish, you know, I don't really have any reason to run around and stuff, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. He's so fun. It's amazing you made it through the traps, but your luck is over. Because I won't let you go further. Come on, draw your sword. Wait, we're just here to look for the Dragoni plant. We don't want to fight. You want me to believe that? You must be after the treasure, aren't you? That's not it! It's quicker to beat him. You thieves! Now you reveal your true selves. Prepare yourselves. Now hang on a minute. Yeah, poor Lab. It's like, yo, wait a minute. I didn't sign up for this. Hello! Hello, Draka Kid. How are you? Jeez, already? Okay. Ugh. If you hear a lot of stuff going on in the background, that's just my husband. He's being roughed. There's nothing wrong with that. Just explaining what you're up to. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. I want Rose's turn, please. Please? Aha! Yay. I did it. Oh.
Harpoon!
Whip smack.
Yes!
Whoops.
Harpoon!
Oh, you and your bombs.
Die.
Whoops. Oh, I'm used to how slow he is. Lavitz is probably one of the slowest of Dragoons when it comes to their attacks, so unfortunately I'm just like, I'm used to being fast. Ooh, Rosie Medium.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
Come on, sir, I need you to fall over, please. Ah, okay, we're getting there. Yay. Try this trap. Nope. I don't want it. You can't make me. Here we go.
Yes.
And unfortunately, if you can attack him to the wire, it just does damage to you.
Volcano.
Oh, I forgot that he heals himself. You.
Whip smack.
Yes. Go.
How dare you heal yourself while you're holding
Volcano.
on. No, only I can heal myself. It's not fair. They have to stand there letting me beat them up. That's how this works, obviously. Wrong button. Are you cozy down there since I put in the blanket? My cat wanted to snuggle up. He likes to just sleep on the floor in between the desks. But it's so stinking cold that I was just like, here, let me put a blanket on the floor so he can just snuggle up and be extra cozy. He seems very happy. He is passed out.
Yes. Go. Volcano.
No, don't you put up the stinking wires, come on. be a solo loser.
Whip smack.
I'm not exactly a sore loser. I'm just like, no, you're so close, please let me murder you. Come on, wire. Disintegrate, please. Disintegrate, por favor. Let's go. Ah.
Yes. Go.
Hey, there we go. Okay, now we can start smacking them again. Hold still. It only hurt for a second, I promise. Oh! Stink, I have any gushing magmas. I have any gushing magmas left. I do not. Okay. So. I think if he dies, that gets rid of everything. Wow, I'm having a lot of trouble speaking these days, I swear.
Yes. Go.
Yay! I was right. Yay! Yay! We did it. Or I did it. Ooh! Yay! Oh, dude. I have to protect Shirley or... Hello, lady. Drake, it's okay now. People with Dragoon spirits, why are you disturbing my quiet moment? What are you? I'm a ghost, dumbass. We're not here for that. We're here to save our friend's life. Life of your friend? Do you remember me? You are... Rose, aren't you? Oh, I understand. You've been on your sad journey since then. You too, Shirley. So nice to see you. Won't you spare me some Dragoni plant? Shauna is suffering from dragon's poison. Dragon? Oh, they're still coming to life. Unfortunately, I don't have any Dragoni plant. And what about Shauna? There's one way to save her. I'll try anything. Just tell me. Lavish just immediately like, Dragoon spirit? A dragon's poison can be removed with the Dragoon spirit of a white silver dragon, which is filled with healing magic. Now, I will challenge you to see if you deserve this Dragoon spirit. Shall we begin?
Yeah. Oh god.
You scared me!
The mama bear started chasing me and I didn't realize it.
Oh, I see! Try to overcome me. If you cannot do it, the girl's fate is to die. Oops, I think I just cut myself. Yep, I did. All of a sudden I'm like, I think I'm bleeding. Oh, hey, I'm bleeding. Look at that. Okay. This fight is very simple. All you gotta do is just hang around until she starts asking you questions. Dart, Lavitz, why do you fight? To protect those we love. Dart, bare your heart to me. You gotta pick the right answers. Hi, Shanna. Dart, I have been waiting. Why did you leave without saying a word? To pursue the Black Monster. The Black Monster? Oh. Thank you, Nightbot. That is true. I need to drink. Ow. Dart, what are you going to do after you find the Black Monster? Of course, get revenge. I don't know yet. I think I'm supposed to pick this one. Or, hang on, let me try this one. Revenge? Okay, so she didn't transform back, so I did it. Thank you. Thanks, Straka. I was like, I don't remember. Please forget about revenge and be with me. The Black Monster or me, Dart? Shanna. Really? Dart, I'm so happy. Lavitz, show me what you believe. Yeah, this should have been my first hint that something was going to go on with the king, but whatever. Lavitz, what are you doing here? Forget Shauna and go back. Yeah, that is not like him. Are you disobeying my order? Very moment you meet King Albert, he's definitely, like, he is very aware of his people. Lavitz, are you disobeying my order? Choosing one over many? Yep, Shauna needs me. Lavitz, well said. That's the renowned Knight of Serdio. Life is precious, whether it's one or many. Help out with Shauna. Dart, advancing will bring truth as well as ordeals. And you still want to go? No matter what, I will go. Brave young people, what you'll see is all the truth. Never gaze away. Only total acceptance brings you to the way. Lavitz, I ask you, who is the most important person you to protect? Your mom. It's human to care about parents. You are human before being a knight. Parents care for children, and a child yearns for its parent. The bonding makes a human strong. Don't forget you have somebody waiting for you. Oh. Oh. Lastly, Rose, I ask you, what does life mean to you? I've never thought about it. Rose, I see the end to your agonizing journey. The young man there will awaken the old you and lead you to the future. Now, illuminate the dark road with my white silver dragoon spirit. The new dragoons! Yay! Woohoo! And we get a silver stone, which is totally different than the Dragoon Spirit. And a free level up. Nice. Oh, geez. Shauna's gonna be so... I always forget that, like, this is kind of, like, where Shauna, like, winds up semi-useless because she's so behind in levels, you gotta, like, grind to get her to make up for all the experience she missed. Acquired White Silver Dragoon Spirit. Hooray! That was beautiful. Take this with you as I promised, but I have one favor to ask. Yes? He has protected my peace from countless attempts by bandits. He stood up to you for me. Please save Drake. I don't have an entity, so I cannot draw on the power of the spirit. But I don't feel any power holding it like this. Hold it up with the spirit of the red-eyed dragon spirit. Okay. Huh. Oh, this is... The red-eyed dragon draws the healing power of the white silver dragoon spirit. Ah, ow. Don't think I can think... Am I alive? Good. We can save her with this! Dark, gazing at the truth sometimes bring pain, but you'll be able to overcome it. Oh, goodbye, Rose. Goodbye, Shirley. I always forget that Drake's like, ah! Just runs away. Farewell, Rose. I'm looking forward to the date our roads of fate cross again. It's a little rhyme. Shirley? She's headed to the place where she belongs. Let's go. Shauna is waiting. Well, hang on a minute. There's stuff in there. I went like, hang on. Oh, Drake. I always did find these statues are really cool. Fire TT. Money, money, money. Money. Hello? I'd like to open this one, please. Heck nabbit. I was literally just like, can you get any encounters in here? Apparently you can. Oh, we haven't encountered these yet. That's right. There's like living statues and stuff around here. And I believe that guy in the middle is just called a strongman. I was right.
Whip smack.
Oops.
Yes.
That man is there to get his gains. Gosh, I forgot like how high your HP you can get in this game.
Whip smack.
Yes.
Also,
Volcano.
I mean, okay, so this is not my first time playing this game. This is like the 10th time I've played this game in my whole life.
Whip smack.
I've played it a lot because it brings me joy. And so I was just like, if I remember correctly, the names of a lot of the enemies are literally just that simple. And I probably remembered that one because I find that one kind of clever because you know, you see that he's like carrying like a pillar. That creature can cast magic, he uses the pillar like a cannon. Which, or like, more like a shoulder bazooka, which I always thought was hilarious. That's probably why it stood out to my mind. Money! Yay! Now we can give Rose her new weapon. Rose, do you want a new rapier? Here you go. Now we have. Oh wait. Look at the nice little neat row of Dragoon spirits. That's so nice. Yay! Okay. Okay, I'm gonna save. We're gonna leave the temple. And then that's actually gonna be it for this evening. So my brain's starting to come back. My head hurts. Also, I've been streaming for quite some time now, so I need to. It's time to be done. But mostly my head hurts. I got a big day ahead of me tomorrow. Gotta do a whole ton of Christmas food prep.
Yes.
I gotta make cinnamon rolls. I'm probably going to make rolls to go with dinner because I have an entire jar of yeast to use up. So I gotta find excuses to make bread, apparently, in the next month or so. Which, like, there's a part of me, it's like, oh no, I need excuses to bake? Oh no, whatever shall I do? Darn, I didn't do it. Dang it. Okay, Mr. Living Statue, it's your turn now. Oh, I also think it's hilarious when we hit the living statue, he breaks apart. Excuse me, and then he goes back together. Here, watch.
Yes. Go.
Like, it's just so fun to watch. He just goes, yeah! Oh, I gotta answer emails, though, before I go to bed. Ugh. I owe, like, 2 people each some emails. One person asked me a question for student teaching. Another person asked me about records I have access to, so I need to get that sent out.
Yes. Go.
Reason I'm saying that loud, so I remember. Okay. Ooh, a detonate rock. Those are fun. They're pretty when they explode. Okay. I mean, yeah, I always assumed that there probably were, like, more fun names for some of the enemies. It just couldn't translate very well. Like, I mean, I talked about this earlier in the stream when we were in the Volcano, but, you know, you had to fight the Firebird. But everyone knows that's definitely a phoenix. It's not just a Firebird, it's probably a phoenix. And, you know, that is a thing. It's not copyrighted or anything like that, and I think my husband just died.
Yeah.
Oh, you did, I'm sorry. But instead they call it a Firebird, when, you know, they could have very easily called it a Phoenix and everyone would know what they were referring to. Instead they call it a Firebird, which is a type of car. So, yeah. Oh, and then there's the vampire there's the vampire kiwis, the ugly balloons. The enemy names in this game are wild. Whee! Oh yeah, no, this game definitely suffers from English. And I remember when I played this when I was 12. I played this when I was 12 for the first time. I remember being so confused sometimes. Like, what is it? What are they saying? That sentence makes no sense. Or like being like, I think that's spelled wrong. Or like, you know, being like, the grammar here is not correct. I'm really confused. Yeah, this poor game definitely suffers from the translation sometimes because it was translated in the year 2000. Okay. I'm gonna save. Save and actually, I think I'm just gonna get ourselves over to Lohan. Oh, thank you for the follow! I'm gonna get myself over to Lohan, and then I'll end the stream, because I'm just like, oh, yeah, but then I gotta go through the forest. Gonna jump through the forest, go to Lohan, and then save. And then we'll be done for the evening. Gotta go, gotta run through the forest, go, before random counter. Yay, I did it! I got to the next screen. Dead to heck. No, my cat left. No! Come back, kitty. Oh, it's just one of you? That's it? Shoe Bill, that's what they're called. I knew I'd remember at some point. The really, really big birds with the sharp beaks. That's what these remind me of.
Whip smack.
The ones with the forward-facing eyes, the ones that the loft wings are based on, from Legend of Zelda. But a lot of people just sort of like look at the birds and like, oh god, that bird can eat me. Which they can. They totally could. Okay. Bump. Bop. Hello? Can I? Ah, nuts. Okay, fine. I guess they're gonna go through the nest. Alright, here we go. One more time. What's more of a feeling? At least let me heal. Okay, boop. And if you're like, wait, why you got all those chests left in there? It's because I did not have room. And I was just like, I got plenty of items, I got plenty of space. If I really needed it, it's probably an item. Okay, and up we go. Okay. And we're... Dang it! I was like, we're out of here! No, we're not! Literally, the second I open my mouth to be like, okay, and we're gone! And no, we're not! Need to beat up some lizard men before we're done. Dang it. It's so hard to get a perch on.
Die.
Ooh. man, son of a gun.
Yeah. Ha. Yeah.
Yay, he's dead. Okay, now we're out of here. Okay, here we are. Elementary. Save. We got a lot done this stream. Holy cow. We got to the volcano. We got rid of the dragon. We got the Dragoon spirit for Shauna. Dang. Alrighty, so. Oof. Oh, my head. Oh, my head. Oof! So, I'm taking the weekend off. This is the last stream we're gonna have for this weekend until after Christmas. Because as I said, I got stuff I need to do. And so, yeah, I will hopefully see y'all on Monday, depending on a few things. Depending on how I feel. Because for all I know, I might wind up just having a migraine on Monday after all the busyness. But we shall see. So yeah, I will see you all next time. Let me think. Like I said, I'm probably doing a lot of Legend of Dragoon because I want to finish recording it before we move, and we're gonna have like a month and a week before that happens. And even then, at some point during moving the packing process, I'm gonna have to pack up the TV and the PS3. Like, that's gonna have to go at some point, so I'm gonna just have to try to do this as fast as I can. Also, my husband is currently playing Pokemon Violet by himself, so that's gonna be on hold for a little bit because I want him to enjoy the game and have fun. So we might be just doing a lot of this and a lot of Genshin in the next month or so, or at least in the next week. I know I have a friend who really wants me to get to a certain point in Genshin so we can play together. So that just might be something I do a lot next to Legends of Dragoon. I think that'll be fun. I think I kind of like that idea, like playing a super duper old school JRPG and then switching to something that is very modern. I think that sounds kind of fun. At least it sounds fun to me. So yeah, Jacket Kid, thanks for keeping me company. That was really nice. It was really nice having somebody in the chat who knew about this game. So that was really fun. So yeah, I will see y'all next time. And next time might be Monday or Tuesday, depending on how I'm feeling. Alrighty then. So have a wonderful weekend. Have a nice holiday if you're celebrating. But most of all, if you're in the US and Canada, please be safe. Please stay warm. Do not go outside, please. It is not worth it. It is going to be very, 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 very cold. Please check your local forecast. Please stay safe and please stay warm while you're out and about. Okay? And I will see you guys next time, okay? Alright, bye-bye. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.